in the A-Suns about as strong as we've seen as Keyshawn Kellman breaks the scoring seal with a hook shot.
Well, the big man's starting off where he started off last game.
Let's look at the starting five for Bellarmine, brought to you by Naples Community Hospital. It's Hacker, Doyle, Whitaker, Smith, and Hope. Bellarmine just 5-25 this season. Did get their first 2 conference wins within the last 2 weeks. So they've played better here to finish the season. Fadeaway jumper is good for Billy Smith.
Hey, do we right?
But 4 through 6, those teams are tied going into the night, so that could really flip-flop around. Good hard drive here by Smith. He'll fade from 12 and hits.
That's money. You can put.
And the zone slowing down the Eagles a little bit. It was about this stage of the first half that the zone did the same thing. Smith into contact, book it. And it's down to 11.
Short. Tristan Gross, sophomore, into the game for Stetson. Here's a three. It is good. Osenia, crafty move. And he gets inside.
Yeah, he was actually held by Watkins, but no call.
Great finish through contact for Blaise Senya.
Indeed.
Stepping up his game on senior night. Averages 2 points a game. He's got 6. He's taken 6 shots. McKinney on the dump off. Trying to get loose. Had no shot. Kicks it out. Smith nails a 3. It's been a grimy, scrappy game.
Yeah, I mean, points in the paint is pretty even. The rebounding is pretty even.
3 for Smith.
Yeah.
Bellarmine leads. Is free and clear. 12 for Ellison, and the Hatters get the lead back to 7. You'll absolutely take that if you're Stetson.
Got to get some shots up right quick.
Smith. Bellarmine taking a lot of time here. Hatters defending closely. Smith from way out knocks it down. 5-point game. Watkins gets it up. No timeouts for Bellarmine. Smith for 3. Got it!
With the graduation of Isaiah Cozart. And into the post. They were looking for Nussbaum, but Hope stole it away.
All starts with McKinney. Just great defensive pressure on Blanton.
And Smith kisses it off the window. Hit the shot. The redshirt sophomore out of Cincinnati on the make. Now Smith tries a 3, and that'll rain down. Oh, it nearly dropped for him. Karasinski ends up with it. Bellarmine pushing. Good pass ahead, and Smith finishes off. What a feed.
Area.
Wide open Wall. Misses the 3, and Hope's got the rebound.
Bellarmine switch defenses again.
They've been switching them all game. Smith got it. Now a touch from the elbow. Blanton. One-on-one. Beat his man, but couldn't score. Doyle. Bellarmine bench wanted him to give out for Smith, but well covered to the ball side by Eastern Kentucky. Now it's Smith. He'll try and hit the heat check. Got those kills, right?
Yep.
3 stops in a row. Coaches love to talk about it, but again, Eastern fails to make Bellarmine pay, and now the Knights will get a long feed ahead, and Smith will finish it.
Great job.
Into a tie for the game lead with 17 points, but couldn't make it. Bellarmine, though, forces the turnover. Knights have numbers up ahead. Now Smith has a 17. 15 for Myar Wall, sophomore out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Pressure picked up. Bellarmine breaks it.
Well, that's just understanding what EKU's doing defensively, because they trap that first pass. It goes right back to Doyle, who can break that pressure easily.
Smith checks his feet. He is swarmed. Now the one-on-one develops, and Smith just scores.
Well, he's got.
Looking for Witt inside. Pushed off his spot. Haney, 3-ball. And the rebound to Doyle. Both teams struggling offensively to start here.
You can hear Bellarmine staff yelling them to move it. Crisp pass. Don't hold the ball. They're using probably set a ball screen with Hope on Say Witt whenever possible, like that.
Frees up Smith, and he nails a 3.
I think they're going to slow up.
Screen from Smith. Popping. Has a lane. Pivots. Leans in. And banks it in. Airballs this one. And the Knights are at a minute left. Austin Peay still fighting. It is milk mode for BU. Smith three. Yes!
These two teams 11th and 12th in the A-Sun. Got to be top 10 to make the tournament. As that rolls off for Williams-Dryden.
Good hedge out on the ball screen. You can see tons of that by West Georgia tonight.
To the post, it's Doyle. The true freshman swung around for Hof. Smith. Spin. Looking for an option. Bellarmine bench wanted him to kick. He'll make it off Terrier. A tough make with the right hand.
Sure was. Well, that's just a strong take.
Smith, kick out. Whitaker. Back for Smith, who passes up on the shot.
Again, continue to play through the post. That's where they've been effective. Those diagonal screens, get someone isolated, spread out your shooters.
Smith cuts it across the paint, leans in, and it rolls home.
Have to fight back.
Now we've been playing without their head coach. Scott Davenport picked up a couple technicals. Smith hits a big three. Finn's got 14 points. Karazinski to the top for Smith. Smith takes it and got it.
Easy floater in the lane for Colomario. As Bellarmine showed zone on its first defensive possession.
Not surprising. Probably they're going to mix it up, especially without Karazinski, their typical starting centers, not out there.
Billy Smith will have to take on a lot of the scoring load. He's posting up now. Smith facing up. Isolated one-on-one. Wilson showing help. Smith fading. Got it.
You need to push the tempo when you have offense.
After some sloppiness, Bellarmine settles into the half court. Knights going for their first A-Sun win. Queens at 8-4, right in the mix for an A-Sun championship. Billy Smith isolated, 5 to shoot. Turning and sends it in. And they've got Jabril. Berman for 3. Goes off the heel, tracked down by Gooden. Chance to cut it to 2 possessions once again for Bellarmine here. Smith tries and cashes in. Queens on a 13-0 run over the last 2+.
Queens had a good roll with Asby, and then all of a sudden kind of the momentum quickly shifted to Queens. Bellarmine still got pretty good looks, just haven't been able to make them the last couple of possessions, and Queens has.
Knights still with a lot of time as well. 10 minutes. Good place to start with Billy Smith. Nearly stolen. Jabril had it stripped away. Smith down. Lux got it. Bellarmine with 10 steals tonight. Can Smith do it again? Yes, he can.
Bellarmine's had a lot of success running basically 5 yards. Uh-oh.
Smith chucks it deep for Hacker. Ashby chose to not go for it. Smith with 7 to shoot. Going one-on-one. Smith turning, fading, yes!
Bellarmine was the coach of Bellarmine when I was a player.
Here we go. Bellarmine basketball still. Big possession, down by 4. Smith going to work. Spinning, stops on a dime and scores. Big bucket. Got it to Doyle. Man defending. Doyle circles out. Had Gooden on his left. Chooses Smith going to the rim and scores with 5.
15 foul on Jacksonville compared to 1 for the Knights in this second half.
The last time Bellarmine was down 12, it was Karazinski and Doyle that brought them back.
Doyle. Smith. Nice up and under.
They got to put that out his chest. That's an easy layup. If you make a good pass there, put it out his feet, and they get it right back.
Spence throws it away. Doyle the other way. In the corner, Smith fake shoots. Can he hit his first 3-point?
Without the play, your best player, preseason league player of the year, and you earn 2 wins, it can go a long way for this JUT.
Double-digit lead again for Jacksonville. Doyle to Smith. He's looking for another 3. It would be just his second of the night.
And Harris working this time on Tyler Doyle.
To start this game, if you would have told me that UNF would have been making their bread and butter in the paint, I would have told you you're dreaming. But right now, we're seeing a masterclass on paint touches.
A tough pass there for Doyle. Working around the horn, the 3, and what a shot of beauty.
And where you can't allow that initial paint touch. Once you allow UNF to get in system, move the ball around the horn, there's really nothing you can do from there but hope.
So work it around. Philip, a 3, contested well, but there's a 86th game as an Osprey. Good in the 3, step to his left, goes off the basket weird, ends up with Dilly Smith, and Smith gives credit here tonight. Murphy goes to Harris, tough pass, deflected, ends up with Doyle. And getting back in that speed.
Very difficult to deal with. Cam Orioles poised to cap off those free throws.
Keeps up with that career night. He has 21. Smith from deep and rattles that in.
Again, 16 straight Saturday home wins for Lipscomb, going back to February 5th of 2022, so nearly 3 years. It was Florida Gulf Coast the last time that this team has lost on a Saturday here in Allen Arena.
Here's a 3 that's up and good. 6.6 seconds to play. Bellarmine does a great job of driving and then giving it off, or driving like that, and nobody. 1 of 4 from the free throw line. He leads the scoring, only player in double figures with 14 points.
It's about the only place he's struggled today. He's been really good on the boards and with scoring.
Nice little drive. 4.5 minutes to play in Nashville. Bellarmine, they have fought hard, and they continue to. For Will Pruitt, what a big 3 with 1:20 to play now.
How many times have you seen Will Pruitt knock down the dagger shot? Wow, what a shot from the corner.
Here's a drive. Little arms distant, but no foul.
Enough players to give a lot of teams in this league a lot of trouble.
10-point lead for Lipscomb. Jacob Anasovic matches his season high of 32. He had the other 32 against MTSU, but Bellarmine not.
You don't want it to be on the road like that.
Brookshire to Burries. No one's going to guard him. He's going to back up behind the three-point line. Missed it. Sometimes you go chasing that three-point line, you give up a great look. Because he was wide open for the 15-footer. Back the other way, open on a late closeout.
And lock someone down. He's got to be someone that you hate seeing on the scouting report, the way he plays defense.
Off the inbounds. Nice play.
Time as we see Hansel and Manuel check in for the first time. Business is about to pick up, Barry.
He is definitely the crowd favorite. When he comes in, you know you're going to get in that zone press with him at the point of it. Makes things happen, and he's been out a lot this year as well. 9 games he's missed, but he can ignite a run on this end of the floor quickly on the defensive end. Smith gets open, good screen. Smith rattles it home. He shoots.
Your bigs can try to go to work and get that rebound.
See Coach Davenport looking on. His team is 0-10 on the road, and dating back to last year, a 15-game road losing streak. Big time take. This guy's, sometimes you have too much time to shoot the 3. This one off the mark by Watkins. Offensive rebound, a rare one. It leads to a 3 by
25% from the floor, 5 of 20. 1 of 9 from 3, only 11% from three-point land for the Govs. They are 91%, almost 92% from the charity stripe. And unfortunately, they can't trade those baskets that way. They got to get some actual offense going from the floor here, or hit a three-pointer big in the moments like this.
Yeah, that free throw line has saved the Govs tonight. 17 of 21 in the ball game. Drive by Smith. Good clear out. Your best one-on-one.
Timeouts to save you.
So deadlocked at 69. Smith with 23 has been the man late in the clock. They'll be content to run more clock here and see if they can get the good look to take the lead. Tyler Doyle, the freshman. A lot of youngsters on his team for Bellarmine. 3 freshmen started tonight. Now the movement starts. Smith's going to flare out, put it on the floor against Lax, a good defender, but he's got the size. 3 on the timer, shake and bake, fade away, good.
Doing a couple different things, an ISO in the post and a high ball screen to start the game. Some things they're not usually doing, but it's good to see them change some things offensively.
Early 3 from Ellison, and the Knights grab it. Doyle up top, Smith. You bet. Jones, and an immediate impact.
Play really good passer, can play inside, outside.
Averaging 9 and 5 and about 2 steals a game. He missed some time with injury. That's been a recurring theme throughout this Stetson roster. And when he's been healthy, he has had a tremendous freshman year. Smith needed that one. One of those shots today.
Well, that's the key. They get the ball to the second, third, fourth side, which means that ball's moving. It doesn't stick. They're not just holding the ball up top. So when that happens, now you got guys who are late on closeouts having to scramble, and that's what you're seeing in this game.
Smith with another
corner. He just was able not to get where he wanted on the baseline drive.
And Davenport screaming out the shot clock. Smith says why.
Stetson's kind of switching the actions now with all the cuts by Bellarmine.
Smith with a tough one. His
first in the league. Yes, they have a really good inside presence, but they have 4 guys that average double figures. So it's just really hard to kind of key in on one. And when Florida Gulf Coast is making threes and making kind of jumpers in the paint, it's going to be, a long night for Bellarmine and a good sign for Florida Gulf Coast.
Here's Billy Smith curling and hitting. Go in the ASUN tournament when Bellarmine won the tournament. Only 5 to shoot. Out of the double. Johnson is swarmed. Had to be something. It's a turnover.
3 early turnovers already for Florida Gulf Coast.
And the transition trade goes for...
You got to keep him healthy. It's a long season. And you need other people to step up. Jack's a really good player, but you're not going to win games with Jack alone. So you need to figure out, besides Smith, Johnson's out, who's your next scorer?
Smith still shooting. And at Chambers, it feels like his standards, his culture, instilled now. Showing up. FGCU's won 4 in a row. Smith, shot fake, and scores.
The road stretch can be lonely, or it can be a time where you're away and you're just with the team, and you can kind of build some bonding there.
Yeah, maybe it's what they need. Who knows? As Bellarmine will try to pick up their first ASUN win at home next game against Stetson. Tonight was not the night. Smith got the last shot, and he hit it.
3 rapid succession fouls at EKU. They average 17.3 a game. Lop it in to Hacker out of Greenwood, Indiana. Hacker looks for a backdoor cut, nothing there. Kimball slips. Doyle over to Smith. He's on the court to Wall, working his way in, 10 to shoot. Blanton in his sweet spot misses it. Wall got away with it over the back with the ball. Skitters to Doyle and a chance to get their first lead for McKinney. Good hit. Karasinski guarded by Martinoff. Baseline Doyle. Doyle 1 dribble. Back to Smith, who's hit a 3. Got around Wall for the lead. And at 14-7.
Oh, yeah, it looked like it may have gone off the leg.
Yeah, missed that one. Catch and shoot. Smith didn't get tonight. They're 3 for 3. Blanton lobs it to Martinoff, and McKinney took it away from the 7-footer at the apex of the jump. Great steal by McKinney. His 16th, second on the team. Bellarmine working that motion offense. Smith again, trying to heat check, banked it in. A good job going up and collecting those Colonel misses. Along with his teammates, they've out-rebounded EKU by 8, and they came in negative 3.6 per game. Bellarmine just wears you down offensively. Makes you play so much defense. Watch this here against Kimball. Smith, crafty, just waited, and he was patient. With 3 fouls in 4 minutes. See if it'll be a better second half. Buttrey floating fire, no. Martinoff couldn't get the rebound. Smith does. Tied at 46. 13 minutes to go in Richmond. Smith slides around Wall. And at the end, chance to tie or get within one.
Well, it was the right play, though. Great pass. Just didn't finish.
Gooden turns on Buttery. Top of the key. Karasinski tipped away by Buttery. 12 to shoot. Plenty of time. Down by 3. Baseline to Smith against Crawford. Smith burrowing in. How did he do it? He did. For the 3 or straight line drive it. Here comes Gooden. Top of the key. Trying to get it over to Karasinski. In trouble. Karasinski. 8 to play. Smith driving. They're going to let him lay it in with 4.4 to go.
You know, so far today, the road teams have fared pretty well in the A-Sun. Have won 2 of the 3 games that have gone final. The tip, though, won by Bellarmine, and the starting 5 for Bellarmine will run through in a moment. But Desmond McKinney getting the start has kind of been the mystery position for Bellarmine so far this year. 4 spots locked down, but the 5th determined in practice. And there's Billy Smith. We highlighted him. Gets some clear space and knocks it down. 3's perfect.
Well, you see what North Florida's doing. Josh Harris is out of the game, and what they're doing, 5 out, running to their lanes.
And now this is kind of North Florida's game, too. They love shooting those 3s. They like being up at the top of the country in attempts, and they're knocking them down last couple possessions.
Oh, they sure are. 41 against Eastern Kentucky last game.
Billy Smith, 11 on 11, and 2 more.
They're extending their pressure full court, trapping in the backcourt as well.
Dante Oliver from the IMG Academy, a native of Knoxville, Tennessee. There's Billy going down the lane, left-handed from distance.
Well, it's the second time Murphy's done a great job stopping behind the handoff, where defenses can't really switch. You're kind of compromised. He stops behind it. Great rhythm into his 3.
Now, North Florida's issue so far this year has been able to maintain intensity inside, create some space, and has 4 points.
You almost want to be the second off the floor. You see, go for the shot fake, stay down, try and wall up.
11-point lead for North Florida. It's just been steadily creeping away from Bellarmine so far today.
Well, you see North Florida 2 for 2 on their first possessions. You got to get stops.
Billy Smith takes on Miles and draws the foul.
Great rim run by Karasinski, and that just opens up, and that's why you get that foul. Just a great job running to the front of the rim.
Karasinski had a mismatch on Moss for a moment. Bellarmine rotates, and Smith accelerates for the layup.
Just so impressive.
Right time, as is Josh Harris.
Hits him with a behind-the-back pass. It's one of those 50-50 balls. It's just so close. You get a great deflection. You can't come up with it. Liam Murphy's first to the ball, behind the back to Harris.
Was that the get the ball off the deflection, jump up in the air, pass it behind your back play?
You work on that constantly, Jonathan.
Every day, practice. Billy Smith inside through the contact.
% Bellarmine is in the second half. It's just about this end of the floor.
Which you'd think would be awesome, but all things relative here. Billy Smith gets the rebound off the floor.
That's the kind of shot you want North Florida to take with this lead. And now you just kind of chip in and just get good shots.
Billy Smith open, got it.
Great offense, tremendous. I mean, for the game, they're over 60%.
And you pointed out well, but Amitri Moss really stepped up big, and he was playing with 4 fouls too, and never slacked for intensity as Smith attacks and scores.
Oh, absolutely. And
the freshman out of Jacksonville, an Episcopal school of Jacksonville, less than 5 miles from JU's campus.
Famous alumni from there.
Go ahead.
Grayson Allen, was he there?
You got it.
Yep.
Nearly a steal. Scramble for the ball. McKinney rips it out. Over to Smith. Got a 3.
Extending pressure a little bit here. Almost a little bit of their elevated 2-3 zone.
Smith in the corner. That was much needed.
So the turnover there, first of the day for UCA. Bellarmine's got a chance to take their first lead of the contest. Good ball movement. They get it to Karasinski.
There's that little mid-post
from a year ago.
Bears trying to answer, but Fox is short. Here come the Knights. They got their first lead of the day on that triple by Billy Smith. Driving to the lane, they'll kick it out. Smith wants another, has another. Shot clock violation that the Bears forced in the very opening possession.
They're trying to trap that thing in the corner, got it to the middle. Good job by Bellarmine, honestly, to break that press. It's pretty much textbook.
But then they nearly throw it away. McKinney was the one that helped him get it across. He's into the game for the first time with the basketball now. Knights with that 1-point lead.
Yeah, he brings some quickness. There's that little slice screen, pick the picker again, little action.
Got to get the shot off. Smith off the screen. He's unconscious.
That's a good look, but even on that, like they make him labor a little bit. They make him go to the second thing, other than just catching it and shooting it. Central Arkansas has got to do the same thing back with the Bellarmine shooters at this end.
Billy Smith.
Like, get out there.
Had to kick it out. They left him open. Smith, hand in his face. Nothing but... Thomas, a player a lot like Evagaru. Just an energy guy. Flashes around, makes big plays. He may not knock down the game-winning shot, but he can do the small things. They go down low, back out top. Smith gets it up.
I would even say so much as be reckless with it.
That was reckless. Seixas behind the back into traffic. Billy Smith with the bunny. Coach Holman doesn't like it. He wants it.
A shot that's very capable going in.
That three too strong from Johnson.
There's hope again.
No backcourt call.
The official was motioning the ball was tipped. It was tipped out by Hope.
It's a tough look. Billy Smith, ball fake, trying to drive baseline, cut off, fades away, and it's pure.
The entire front court for UCA is completely exposed.
10 seconds to go. Ben Johnson and Bellarmine got to heave it up now. Smith trying to drive. The jumper is good with 2.5 to go, but a little...
Fields teamed up. They won a state championship at Lee High School. Fields calls his own number inside. And that time he can't get it to go.
He deserved it. He's been feeling it, playing on both ends. Give him another look, just didn't get it to fall.
3 minutes with no field goals made for Bellarmine. Watkins turns the corner. Able to find the open man underneath. That's Billy Smith. Finished. Susie stripped on the strong drive in. Smith in transition, able to take it all the way.
Tremendous.
Fields bulldozes his way inside. Keeps the pivot foot, just keeps spinning, but he can't finish it.
Did everything right, but did not get the finish, as you said. But give Bellarmine credit right now. The 1-3-1 zone frustrating North Alabama.
Johnson needs to get going. Strong drive in, and I've never seen a more exciting, smaller guard than Jakari Lane. You know when he gets in the lane, something fun is going to happen.
He enjoys the game. When you're the general and the leader of the team, it's contagious with the rest of your teammates.
Largest lead of the day, 9th for North Alabama. Billy Smith sneaks in, and he slaps the glass.
Just so strong with a basketball.
It's now 30 points in the paint for North Alabama. Second chance try for the Knights. Billy Smith, time to line up the three. And after 6 straight...
Are not going to like seeing him back, that's for sure.
And Kurt Hof battles for the rebound. And this is a huge possession.
Watch out.
Big three. Here we go. Billy Smith.
We've seen that same starting five now the last couple of ball games for 10 points.
Sanjok didn't finish like he wanted to there from a big man.
Johnson and the Bellarmine starting five. Again, they're kind of piecemealing this thing with a couple of players out, including their leading scorer, who is left home with an injury. Right of the lane. Smith again. Joker's layup never tied at 2. And he goes uncontested right to the rim for the layup. Jope has got all 4 for the Buffaloes as we're tied.
The Knights of Bellarmine, Mark, they give up 80 points a game, so not the best defense we're going to see this year.
They score a lot at 70, almost 75 again, but they give up almost 80. Knights on offense. Smith on the left wing. Buffaloes continue with a man-to-man. Drives again, Jope, steps through. Nice footwork that time. He's got 15, and he extends his career high. Nice high-low entry pass that time by Elijah Malone.
And Jope was being guarded by number 33 for Bellarmine, who's about 6'2", maybe?
Yeah, Ben Johnson, a little undersized. There's a drive from the left wing. And to the rim off the window is up and good. Some character with his first points for the sophomore out of Menlo Park, California. Watkins to Smith. He'll fire a 3. It's another one to the Knights.
An injury, and he starts it off with a nice little layup.
Boy, great efficiency with the ball, getting to that rim. It's good for the Cowboys to have him back. He adds another dimension for them.
6'7", 205. He is in his second game this year. And now we see that Knights offense, and Steve, we're going to see them take it down to the very end of the shot clock.
They will pass the ball at least 7 times each possession. They chart that, and so they're really going to make the Cowboys work on Knights in the Mountain West.
Agbam, a little short off the front iron. Oh, Wills almost stole it. Now outside, here's a shot from Smith, and
if things like that keep happening for Ben Hendricks. The 6th-year senior. Ball State, a very experienced team. 4 6-year seniors on the roster, the most in Division I. Bellarmine coming off 22 threes in a win over Brescia last Saturday. Here's Billy Smith, and he nails his first 3.
And that was very easy.
Starting in place of the injured Jack Karasinski. Smith looking inside for the freshman Tyler Doyle. 2 on him. Out it goes. Here's the ball movement. Space closed on Smith. Into the post for Kurt Hoff. Undersized against Hendricks. Passes out. Smith the ball fake. Got his second 3.
Billy's now inside because you've shown that you can make threes.
A lot of times their guards will post up inside. We'll see if Bellarmine starts to utilize that more. Here's Doyle going off the bounce against Pearson and found a back cutting Smith. Extra pass to Gorosito. Run off the line. It's a 2, and it's too strong.
Good job by Billy Smith kind of running Gorosito off that line and not letting him hit a set shot 3.
Johnson had an open layup. Chooses the 3, and the friendly bounce pays it off. They were scoreless over their last 3 minutes. Hill taking another 3. Missed his second in a row.
Now Billy Smith for a layup.
Got it and 1.
A little too much. I think that was the right call. Bellarmine's trying to get a post up to Doyle.
Got Smith coming off the screen, and he hits a 3.
The offense by both these teams has been next to perfect. Both shooting almost 50% from 3, and they're both above 50% from the field.
Smith will try again. Oh, goodness. They went under the screen, and Gorosito missed. Fortunate.
I think he was so surprised he was not open.
On the back cut, it's Smith.
The 3.
And Ball State 15 for 20 so far. Bellarmine's relied on the 3 ball more. 9 threes today, but all in the first half.
They've been able to get a couple back cuts.
And there's another.
He's passed over by Gorosito to kind of get Sparks the easy dunk.
There's been a couple of passes up top for Bellarmine that haven't been clean, leading to runouts. Billy Buckets at it again. Time left, 15 seconds. Got to go quick, though. Watkins, Smith, going downhill to the rim. He'll take the 2. Timeout, Bellarmine, 8 points.
The communication by Bellarmine to switch, to get under, and to get through in the contest was an excellent job defensively.
For those that don't know, Spain action is what?
Just basically a stack set. You come off the first ball screen, and the second guy below it is setting a back screen for the initial screening.
That's 2 straight.
They're looking 3 and then transition. So you run to the line, you have a really good shooter there, he knocks it down.
Couple of free throw misses for Luke. Russia treading water with Garcia on the bench. That's 2 threes in a make him take a tough two, but he got it. Little 5-0 spurt. Russia's still in it. Smith corner this time, and he hits from there.
I love how Hacker got in the paint, but sprints back out.
Offensive rebound for Hacker. Perfect spot. It is Smith. And he hits.
For the home squad. It's about 8 minutes gone here in this first half, and back to the methodical Princeton principle. Move the ball. But you're never in the same spot. Good move down low. At the first from Princeton, Pepperdine. Two of the big schools, you talk about it, Texas A&M and Brandon White, who we'll see if he sees the floor this year. The big fella down low at 6'10", 250. Good blow by on the right side. Again, float.
Southern Conference leading the challenge, winning 6 out of the first 10 meetings. Wofford winning over North Alabama on Sunday as the second swing through the challenge began. And now another nice rebound, driving the ball out behind the three-point line and then converting, and already putting the Catamounts up by 3 here to start the second half for Western Carolina. That's going to be the 5th made 3 of the game.
And that's what Pelote can do for you. He can be that guy to rebound down inside, can play with his back to the basket this year. He's learned that, and brings in that exterior game, that perimeter game that he loves so much.
And I think that's the biggest change for Bernard Pelote, that ability to back away from the basket and hit that shot.
Beat
and
the
we
shot
see
clock.
another big 3 here.
Great possession by the Norse. They didn't force up any shot. Randall Pest could have thrown up a 3 there with 7 seconds left. No, kept the ball moving and found an open layup.
Northern Kentucky retakes the lead. Here's Smith for 3. Got it. Now Bellarmine with a 2-point. Plays the string music right in the face of Ben Johnson.
Yeah, based on how well Norse have been scoring down low, they got to double Trey Robinson, and he's got the vision to find Josh Dilling on the wing.
It's a 6-point Northern Kentucky lead with still plenty of time remaining. Over 12 minutes to go. Here's Branson. He finds Doyle. Now it's Smith, top of the key, and he has the answer.
It's something, I won't say you live with it, but good on-the-ball defense by Johnson. Tough step back. You want to make this team take tough twos.
Smith can score 18 a game, right behind Wales in scoring average, and he's got over 20 in his last 2. Smith pounding all the way right to the rack. Cardinals sin there, right back to midway, and Wales came up short. Johnson ends up with it. On the break, Smith wide open. Yes! Wales 18 a game for Midway this year. Double figures in every game. And 6 points to lead the Eagles so far.
Johnson just doing a good job flashing to the high post, the low post. The movement is great.
Contested 3 for Smith. Defense for Smith, cutting off the drive for Wales. Switch. Smith got back in the deflection.
You know, he switched, but he gets to the inside, and Smith gets his hand on the ball, just like you said, Jack.
Open for 3. And he cashes in the other.
JUCO All-American into the post. 3 to shoot. Steal for Smith. Into the clear. Billy Smith lays it home. Stuffs off the rim.
Maybe a little bit early of a shot for Bowling Green here. To kind of didn't really get into much. And just one pass and a 3-point shot. Where you want to pick up the pace, but you also just don't want to do it by jacking the first 3 you see.
Smith drives. 8 to shoot. Works in and finishes off the wing.
Campbell's coming off. Already had a 30-point game earlier this year.
Yeah, season low 5 last time out, hoping to get him reactivated. 11-point lead for Bellarmine, the largest of the game. Campbell kick out, deflected away. Smith with the steal, running the floor. Smith got it.
Great.
38% on the year from deep. And another one of those big men that can really shoot it for Bowling Green.
First half, he didn't have a bucket. You know, we we keyed on him saying he's going to have to, come up scoring if they're going to double team Johnson. He's already got a quick 9 in the second half, only not even halfway through.
Smith shouldering in. Smith fades away. He is so. Javonte Campbell.
First 3 for him tonight. Like you said, somebody else has got to step up. I thought that was a pretty well defensive possession for Bellarmine.
Branson alone, out for Smith. His 3. He's got it. Starting to pick up. Javonte Campbell makes it a single-digit game again.
If you're Bellarmine, you got to continue what you've been doing the last 4 or 5 minutes. You've been getting good looks, whether it be threes, layups. Just be patient.
Johnson pushes out for Smith. Oh, they are raining.
Press you like that. When you break it, you have to make layups.
Johnson runs it back outside. More time bleeding away. It's an 11-point Bellarmine lead. Smith to the lane, up high, got the roll.
From Kurt Hoff. Edwards drives, all taken away by Tyler Doyle. Doyle dishes off to the corner, and Bellarmine will run their sets. And Larry, this is what they like to do. They like to pass, they like to cut, and they will screen you to death.
That is a Scott Davenport staple. There's going to be a lot of player movement, a lot of ball movement, and they're going to make you play defense the whole shot clock. And then they're going to shoot threes.
Is Chucky taking taking some shots?
I believe so. I think he does a tremendous job on defense. I think he can provide a little bit more offense than what he has been doing. I think he defers a lot, but I think it's time for him to start to look a little bit more for his offense to really help boost the team.
Smith driving on Hadley, and there you go, Billy Smith. Chucky with 5 already. And Kenai Roos has it taken away, and Branson right with it as he looks up down the floor. Bellarmine always looking to drive it. And there's the ball movement we see as Smith gets an open 3.
And the length always gave me trouble because it felt like I could get my shot off, but when a guy extended his arm, he'd be like, oh, kind of take that airspace away. So having those long arms, man, is a big advantage in the game of basketball.
You didn't get a lot of shots blocked. Come on.
No, I like getting my shots off, Jody. I was trying to get.
Edwards has it, loses the handles. Smith, a 3.
But it would not go through, and here comes the Knights. Tyler Doyle. Billy Smith will let it fly, and Billy Smith in the glass, and Nate Martin with 4 in the contest. Martin came in averaging 16.7 a game. Just a warrior mentality when he's out there on the floor. Marshall goes back in front, 23-21. Billy Smith will pull up, and Billy Smith will top and has it for the Thundering Herd. From the corner, Spear, that one won't drop. Billy Smith breaks away and will score. Puts both through, and he comes into this one perfect at the line, so he still is at 6 of 6.
And this is the pressure that you like to see from Marshall, especially when they go smaller with the Gibbs brothers. You have a little more athleticism out there. Pick up a team like Bellarmine full court, try to speed them up. Don't let them just walk it down and walk into their sets. This way you try to take them out a little bit, just make it a little bit chaotic on them and see if you can't, rattle them some.
Shot in fast. They were getting U.S. out of position, then they kind of got stagnant. They got to get back to it, like Jeff said.
His pressures caused some problems as well. How many times did Scott Davenport say ball movement over the course of one huddle when he played here?
If he didn't say it, he was thinking it.
A staple of Bellarmine's offense, part of the reason they went viral a couple of years back. That ball is always popping. He wants to see it pop more. Here's Smith fading and hitting.
So I imagine it's going to be a big impact in this game in the second half.
A lot fewer fouls for Southern Indiana in this game than the last one when they had 32. Gave Marshall 50 free throws on Monday. Tough catch for Hope. Off the screen, Johnson collects. Re-screen for Hope. Whip it out for Doyle. Driving with under 10. Bounce pass McKinney.
Good movement here for Bellarmine.
Smith, tough shot. Got it. And
so not what you want to see in the first possession for Bellarmine, but you know, Coach went in, Coach Gerard said, we're going to pressure. We're not going to let easy passes, easy cuts, and we're going to make Bellarmine feel uncomfortable on offense.
They tried the back cut with Johnson. Ends up with Smith for three. And that's how you do it, Jack Kaiser. 17-point lead for Bellarmine. It's largest of the game. They were up just one at halftime. Totally taken control. Inside for Smith. Hof was flashing, and Smith takes the left.
And they missed him.
It's Johnson instead on the drive, fading. Put it off the heel. McKinney on the rebound. Bellarmine running.
That's what I like about McKinney. He's going to take it and push. And just, that's a hard thing for a team that plays zone.
Smith splashes the three.
Next play is be strong with the ball.
Bellarmine forced to launch this all the way into the backcourt for McKinney.
VMI again back to a stretch 3-2.
Smith. Quick trigger three.
There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Bamisfield for three.
I like that. Bam, bam, bam. His first, probably from a lot this year from behind the arc, and VCU leads by 4. And you're seeing this unique offense that Coach Odom had talked about, pushing it quickly after a made or missed basket. Smith with the turnaround, and it teased all of the rim of the State. Has 6 so far in the first half. Nice look inside to Furman, and it was taken away by McKinney. He's got 3 on 2. Johnson got Sugar in the air, but
Great
didn't
job
finish.
fixing it by VCU.
Here's Smith fading away and got the friendly bounce on the road and got it to go in.
Good pace by Max Sugar finding the open Furman. And another patient turn hook shot. This time he gets the drop.
That was a Virginia Credit Union assist benefiting the Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU. Rams ahead by 11 near the 1-minute mark of the first half. Here is Smith. Good drop step against Hill for 2.
We have him. I'm glad VCU decided to go and get him. He's going to be an impact player as he grows within the system.
Like you said, learning from those fifth-year and grad players in front of him. And if he could stay with Jennings and the other guys, the young guys, this could be another 4 or 5 year stretch for the Rams to be atop the A-10.
Now, the bad part about it is you don't want them to do too well too early.